Hey guys, so what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on hip mobility. A lot of you guys are constantly sitting down working, so you get a bit of short muscle adaptability. So the majority of people end up getting very tight hip flexors. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you through rolling out the hip flexors, a stretch, and then a movement pattern, and we're going to see if we can increase that range of motion today. So for rolling out, what we're going to do is we've got Avery here just giving a quick demo. We're going to get you rolling out either on a foam roller, whatever you have, piece of PVC piping, doesn't matter, and we're going to get you to roll the entire length of this hip flexor and down into the quad. Now if you want to get a greater roll up, you can bend the knee itself so you're rolling out while the muscles stretch. Now for those who can't get down into that position, what we'll do is you can grab a ball, anything, and you can just go right up against the wall itself and just roll in those tight spots that you're feeling. And then, so we want it to be discomfort but not painful. So the first stretch that we're going to show you here, a very effective one and very simple. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch, so we're wanting to feel a nice stretch right at the top here of these muscles crossing the hip and not down low. So what we're going to do is we're going to prop the foot up just like Avery has here, and if you got something to put under your knee, we'll put that for a little bit of support and also so that your hips aren't uneven. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drive forward through the hip itself. So I want you to push as far as you can, and you're gonna feel a nice good stretch right across. And if you want to intensify that, you can bring this arm straight up. Now, if you don't have a bench, that's fine. You can do it on a couch. You can put a medicine ball or some cushions underneath your foot, and you'll be the same effect. So if that last stretch was too hard for the couch stretch, we got another one where you can do sideline, which will be just as good and as effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into quad stretching. So Avery's just going to grab a hold of her ankle. And then, so I don't want a good stretch here in the quad. I want to feel up in hip flexor. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your opposite foot here. You're going to put on top of your knee, and you're going to drive that hip backwards. So this foot right here is going to be doing all the work, pushing on that knee, driving that hip back, and you'll feel a nice good stretch straight across there. Okay, so now that we've rolling out and then we've done the stretches, we've gained a new range of motion and we have that new mobility. So what we want to do, just like the other day, we want to kind of hit save on that document and use that range of motion and reinforce it through certain movement patterns. So what we're going to do with Avery is, because we worked that hip flexor, we're just going to do 10 or 15 step back lunges per side and really stretching out that hip flexor a little bit more than normal. Not where you're hurting it or anything, but we just want to reinforce that movement. So just like Avery's doing, so we'll do 10 to 15 per side.